Nolly viewers had been looking forward to catching Meg Mortimer, originally played by late actress Noelle Gordon, revived by Helena Bonham Carter, in the first of a three-part series kicking off on ITV this evening. However, some took to Twitter, X, in rage after discovering that Meg had been given a fictitious adoptive daughter of color, what never featured in the original Crossroads soap. Branding the latest storyline woke and detached from reality, one fan tweeted, "Give it a swerve, they've woked it up as usual and made a fictitious black person the brains behind Crossroads. Load of old tripe." A second viewer asked incredulously, "Am I going mad? Meg Mortimer never had a black adopted daughter called Poppy, did she? This is CP." Meanwhile, a third agreed, quizzing, "So the makers of #Nolly felt the need to put a non-existent character Polly, played by Bethany Antonia, in a scene that never existed." A fourth argued, "Should have left it on ITVX, what a load of S***." Screenwriter Russell T.V. Davies clarified at the show's launch that Poppy was a fictional character created purely for the modern series, as she never featured in the original Crossroads, and, with history rewritten, viewers hit out at her being portrayed as the brains behind it. There were other disagreements over the accuracy of the Crossroads revival too, with one fan lamenting that they would have liked to see the episode set in Birmingham, where the real-life Noelle Gordon retired before sadly dying of stomach cancer. "I appreciate Birmingham has changed a lot since the 80s, but seeing as this whole story is set here and Noelle Gordon was so synonymous with the city, it would have been nice if at least some of it was filmed here." St. Philip's Cathedral Rackham's, House of Fraser, for instance, a follower wrote, "It was down to Helena Bonham Carter to evoke the spirit of the late Noelle as best she could, as viewers who vividly remembered being glued to the antics of the on-screen motel owner the first time around raised doubts about the remake's authenticity." Some took to social media to exclaim that they had been huge fans back in the 1980s, but were totally uncertain about how their beloved Nolly was being portrayed now. Dramatic scenes unfolded as Nolly shared the betrayal she felt after finding out through a phone call that her character was to be written out of the series, and might even be killed off. Although it was playfully suggested to her that she should stage a resignation to get in there first before she can be publicly sacked, Nolly opted to tell the truth, and a stormy press conference ensued. As cameras flashed and journalists stood taking notes, she declared fierily, "I have been brutally axed and my heart is utterly broken. I wasn't just an actress here. I was the spy. I was the heart and the soul and the guts," she continued. "I practically invented daytime TV. Crossroads was built around me. The star of the show has been sacked." As she outed Charles Denton for letting her go, some began to warm to the action. "Third time watching it, but #Nolly is just BL***, why brilliant," exclaimed one tweeter, giving the show 5 stars. "The studio recreations are brilliant. The motel reception, the kitchen, and Meg's sitting room. Just fab," another raved. The divisive show continues tomorrow at 9 p.m., before the third and final installment in the series concludes on Friday at 9 p.m.